Today, the negative rate dead end. Hello again, it's Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Thanks for joining me for my latest post covering property and finance news with a distinctively Australian flavour. We live in a strange world indeed, where bit by bit the unthinkable is beginning to happen. The massive central bank stimulus via QE and ultra-low rates are now taking their toll. 2 weeks ago, Denmark's central bank cut its key deposit rate by 10 basis points to minus 0.75%, a record low among developed economies. And that was following a move by the Central European Bank earlier in the day to lower its rates and relaunch a bond purchase scheme. The cut brings the Danish benchmark to the level where it was before the last rate change in January 2016 and on par with the minus 0.75% key rate currently in place in Switzerland. The AAA rated country was among the first to introduce negative interest rates in 2012 to keep investors from hoarding its safe haven currency, which is pegged to the euro. And since then, it has seen mortgage rates fall to record lows and its entire government bond yield curve dip into sub-zero territory. While mirroring the ECB, which earlier on Thursday cut its main deposit rates by 10 basis points to minus 0.5%, the Danish central bank did not match the stimulus package announced by the ECB. But nevertheless, Jyske Bank, Denmark's second largest listed lender, said that they would impose negative deposit rates on all private customers with 750,000 kroner or 110,000 US dollars or more, according to Bloomberg. Until last week, only people with roughly 1 million US in surplus cash at their banks were facing a negative rate. Now, the threshold has been reduced to just over $100,000 with no guarantee that it won't go lower. The chief executive officer, Anders Dam, said the latest Danish rate cut this month means the bank is now losing even more money when it deposits excess reserves at the central bank at minus 0.75%. And Dam also said it's possible the rule will be extended to an even larger group of depositors. Denmark's monetary policy is designed to defend the kroner's peg to the euro, but its effect on the broader economy is being closely watched. Danes have now spent 7 years with rates below zero, a world record, and Dam says he's bracing for another 8 years. Normally, low rates encourage more household spending as it gets cheaper to borrow and less appealing to save. And in Denmark, negative rates have led to a surge in mortgage refinancing, but they've also coincided with a record buildup of consumer deposits. And as is the case in much of the rest of Europe, inflation is missing in action. Households have gotten all the benefits of negative rates so far, but now they're starting to see the bad side of negative rates. For consumers, it's made more sense to keep their cash in a deposit account that paid zero rather than invest in short-term market products at negative yields. The bank's decision now has implications for everything from debt levels to inflation. But it may not just be a question of economic theory. In Germany, lawmakers have debated whether to ban banks from passing negative rates on to retail depositors. And Finland's regulator has also asked its lawyers to examine the legality of the practice. In Denmark, politicians have voiced concerns. So perhaps it's time here in Australia to mount a campaign to outlaw negative deposit rates here and now, and even align it to the broader war on cash. But my question is this. It's one to the BIS and to other august central bodies. Why should the strategy, which has been run for more than a decade now and failed, work this time simply by taking policy rates even lower and doing yet more QE? The more I see the data and read their updates, the more I suspect that we are down a rate dead end powered by debt. And that is part of the problem, not part of the solution. I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.